Hi, Bright. I am privileged to meet you. I am so glad to be able to share with the world all of the great work that I've been able to see you've done. Tell us everything you want us to know so that we can gravitate towards Bankrah Studios and all the good work you do.
Okay, thank you, Melissa, for the opportunity. So my name is Bright Ankrah. Bright is my first name, and then Ankrah is my second. So my company's name is Bankrah Studios. I literally put the two names together, Bright and Ankrah, and I made it Bankrah Studios. So do 3D animations, and then currently I design websites and I do digital marketing as well as social media management as well. So basically, that's about me and then my company. Yeah.
Fantastic. How early did you get started with your artistry as well as your choice to be an entrepreneur?
Okay, so I would say as a kid, I loved art. So I used to draw or make sketches, and when I was young, I actually loved sketching. And then growing up, I went to secondary school here in Africa, Ghana specifically. So the secondary school, you have courses that you enroll. And what I chose was visual arts because I initially liked arts, you know. So I learned visual arts in secondary school. And then I went to the university, continued with graphic designing. So anything visual, I actually like it, illustration visual. So from the university, I think I did my higher national diploma with graphic design. So I wanted to further to do a degree course, and then I had to choose animation. So from graphic design to animation. So that's when I had to learn how to edit videos and then do 3D animations. So I learned that in the university and then um, graduated and then, enrolled in the University of YouTube. That's how I'd say it. So there's a lot of information on the internet on how to animate and all that. So I watch YouTube videos, tutorials to, better myself and my crafts. So basically, the interest started as a kid, liking visual things or storytelling. Yeah. So basically, that's how I started my journey.
Very, very, very inspiring. I love that. And so I also was wondering, was there anyone in particular that you saw doing what you do now that had a little bit of uh, inspiration towards your journey?
Okay. So there's one animator also. He's called by Zach. Um, so he also does 3D animations. So I actually saw some of his works on Instagram, and then I had to DM him, for him to mentor me a little on how he does his 3D visuals. Even though his style is different, I just wanted to learn how he does things, animate and all that. So I think where Zach is part, and then, I also like visuals. So anything I see on TV, it could be on adverts, it could be you know, any promotional video online or music videos that has animation, it kind of inspires me and wants me to, create visuals like that. So I think stuff like that, inspired me. And also I also had, an inner edge to create, you know, rituals. Yeah. So those are the things that inspired.
Fantastic. I really enjoyed looking at some of the videos, including music videos on your YouTube channel. Tell us the name of your YouTube channel again. How would YouTube viewers find you? I'll be
Okay.
sure
So
to share a link in the description, but tell us how they can find you.
okay. So you could actually find me on YouTube when you type Bankrah Studios. So Bankrah and then Studios. Yeah, you find me on YouTube.
Awesome, awesome. All right. What more would you like for us to learn or know, see? I'll follow your lead. You tell us everything you'd like for us to know. Your favorite type of projects? Have there been clients that you have been really pleased to, been pleased to work with? Um, any ideal clientele you hope to work with in the future, or maybe a type of project you'd like to do in the future? The chord is yours. Take your time.
Okay, so in my early days of animation, I was looking for clientele because I had started doing, a little bit of animation. It wasn't that perfect, but started doing something. So I needed to find clients. So what was my first, you know, choice of finding clients? So I actually went on social media, specifically Instagram, and then I started messaging people, random people. So I'd message you and I'll be like, okay, my name is so and so and so. This is what I do. I do 3D animations. I could help your brand with 3D animations, tell your stories, and then promote your brand. I tried a couple of people. Some would be like, okay, we'll reach back to you, but they don't because they'll go on my page and then they would see the works. It wasn't too good. So they'll be like, okay, maybe this is an upcoming person. So, and some also reached out. I think the first person who reached out to me after I messaged the person was clothing brand. She was a young lady. She's called Celia, and her brand is 12XVI. She's in the States. So she was like, okay, let's give it a try. And she gave me my first, job online. So I had to animate 3D clothing for her brand. So after I did that, she recommended me to her cousin, who is a musician. And then the cousin also made me do a 3D music video for him. So it started that way. So I realized, okay, um, you need to reach out to people in order for them to, see what you're doing. If your work is not speaking for you, that's like a bad idea because even if we reach out to people online and be like, I do this, 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 and that, they will actually go on your page and verify. They'll check on your page, okay, you say you do this, so you have to say yeah stuff. So aside me messaging them, I also make sure at least I have content that speaks of what I do. So I think that's how, you know, my clientele started. And I think along the way, I also met one young lady called Shades, also on Instagram. And I also reached out to her. And I think the first job she gave me was she was in Mexico and then she needed someone to edit her YouTube videos. So when I reached out to her, she was like, yeah, I should edit the videos for her. So I edited two videos for her YouTube. And from there, we had discussions um, to start like a business. And then I think we started Ubuntu Graphics. So we started Ubuntu Graphics as like a digital marketing agency. And then around that time, I didn't know how to design websites. I only knew how to edit videos, do 3D animations. So once we started the digital marketing agency, we needed web developers because um, digital marketing entails content creation, entails website development, entails email marketing, you know, hand in hand, we need to, you know, have all these specialties. So when we started, I was just editing videos for the company, and we had web developers along the way, and then we had a social media manager too. And I think from there, I also got intrigued to learn about website designing, and I had to take a course on Udemy to learn how to design websites, and then took a course how to be a digital marketer, email marketing, and the rest. So that's how it followed. So my initial was to reach out um, on Instagram to people. So it's actually a numbers game. I had to message a lot of people. I got rejected by a lot of people. But then it takes one person to, be like, okay, let me give this guy a try. And then it started from there. So I think that's how the journey was. Yeah.
Fantastic. I love that. I'm sure that that is good information for many of us that are certainly wanting to get out there and use the gifts we've been given. Thank you. Was there anything you wanted to show us on your screen, or what more would you like to share? Take your time.
Okay. I don't know, unless I try and open my softwares and see which one I could easily try with. It would take a little bit of time, but let me
No
see.
problem. And I'll tell you what, I'm happy to bring up anything if you want to tell me where to go online to find whatever you would like for anyone to see right now. Or we can just continue to learn about everything you want to share in conversation. Completely up to you.
Yeah.
And Bright, tell me this. It sounds like that was such a fantastic, fruitful collaboration, you and the young lady. Um, Two clients you've mentioned, and that's great. Um, have you imagined yourself, being sponsored by big corporations or companies or brands or personalities or influencers?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I'll be glad if, I'm sponsored by brands, So it would be a good opportunity to
Mhm.
work with other brands and then scale out. Yeah.
Awesome. Wonderful. Anyone you want to put out in the ethos at this time, or you just want to keep it to yourself? I'll respect either way.
So I'll say um my work should, attract the brand. So I don't particularly have one in mind, but if the brand looks at my work and aligns with their goals, I think it would be great if they partner
Love
based on
that.
my value. Yeah.
Yeah, and your work is so impressive. Surely,
Thank you.
and you're patient, just like you patiently marketed um, through social media and at the right time you came across the right collaborators. Certainly, you can trust that same wisdom when it comes to partnering with brands. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Excellent. Is there particular tech or software that you lean towards or that you really have preferred using? Some of your favorite tech or anything you would recommend to someone on the same journey or a similar journey as an aspiring animator?
Okay. So with regards to the software, it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot.
Okay.
So I use Character Creator to create like 3D humans, right? That's just like the base. And then I use Marvelous Designer to create the clothing of the character, right? Then I use Cinema 4D, to compose like the environment. If I have like environments I need to create, maybe land or building, I compose all together. So once done, I could either send the whole file to Unreal Engine, which is a different software. It's actually current software. It's a current software, which is better in rendering. I previously used Cinema 4D to render, but it took very long time to render. So I had to switch from Cinema 4D to Unreal Engine, which renders faster. So after rendering with Unreal Engine, then I finally do composition with After Effects software. Like I add, sound, soundtracks, and all of that to, finally get the video formats, and then I could share it to social media platforms. So it's a lot of softwares. When it comes to animation, it's quite a lot. So you create the character, you rig the character as well. Because after creating a character, you need to add movements to the character. And there are softwares now you can AI softwares that can would capture motion, and then you use that motion data, place it on a 3D character, and then obviously, the character needs clothing. So there's a different software which is Marvelous Design for the clothing of the character, put it on a character, and then you create your environment, create your scene, rig the character around it, the whole scene. And then you can finally, export the video as an MP4 file for people to actually see the visuals. So that's just the processes uh, and the softwares I use for animation. Um, for website design, I think I started with WordPress, but now AI is like taking over. So I currently use Lovable. So Lovable.dev. It's actually easy. You just need to prompt what you need for the websites, and then you get the website done. Even though it's a bit technical. I actually learned backend web development. So when it comes to the backend, I understand how to connect steps. Aside what you see from the front on the website, the backend too matters. So basically, these are a few things I do and the softwares I use. And when it comes to email marketing, I use MailChimp for email marketing. It's quite easy to create, email templates and all that.
Tell me, do you go to any trade events, or is that just something you would look forward to doing in the future? And maybe even virtually, have you gotten into any? groups or memberships where you all have workspaces together? Do you, or do you just work with your studio partners? Because it sounds like you guys, do you have a partner? Are you in partnership with the last client that you mentioned, or are you a solopreneur?
So work as a staff for Ubuntu graphics. So it's like I oversee operations when we have like a website or Insta. I can oversee that. But on myself as a solopreneur, I do my own stuff with what's the name? 3D animations. And then currently social media management. So I currently manage a social media account for someone as well. And this is how it works. So the person does content. I edit the videos and then I post it on her social media, add hashtags and the rest. So I basically manage, you know, um, her social media accounts. Yeah.
Now, is that, do you primarily for that particular project post on YouTube or which platforms?
Yeah. So the person I manage her social media page, she's on TikTok, Instagram, and then Pinterest. Actually post some of it, stuff on Pinterest. And then what's the name? LinkedIn. And on LinkedIn as well. Yeah. So on these few platforms. And Facebook as well. And then Facebook. Yeah.
Great. So a good handful of platforms is what you regularly and normally post to for clients. And on which platforms can people see your work that's not necessarily for your client, but like the music videos? I know that I saw music videos on YouTube, on your YouTube channel. Um, you also have some really good tutorials, would you say? On your YouTube
Yeah.
channel?
So most of my works are posted on Instagram. So if you check on my Instagram page, that's where you have most of my works projected. Yeah. I'm try so can I share my screen?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Mhm.
And I'll make sure I put your Instagram handle in the description as well um, for viewers to be able to contact you. Do you welcome direct DMs, or what's the best way? I know you have your email address on the screen. How do you prefer people reach out to you for collaborations or sponsorships or hiring you?
Yeah, I mean you can message me on Instagram via my email as well. I'm really active on my socials when you message me either via email. I also like reading emails almost every day. So once you send an email, I'll get it and then like
Okay, great. Now, you know what? I pressed that I would allowed for you to share your screen. Are you sharing your screen just yet? Take your time. I just want to make sure
it-
I'm not hindering anything.
just simple. This is the character creator I was talking about to create my 3D characters. This is just like the base. So if, for instance, I want to create a 3D version of myself, I would have to choose the image I want to use. For example, if I want to use this one, right? So this is my face. And I have to choose the character. If it's a female, maybe neutral, male, I'd have to choose a male. And beard and scalp. So I actually have a small beard. So I'll choose beard and scalp. And I'll just click on generate. And it will take, a few moments to create a character. Yeah. So basically, this is just like, you know, the base. This is not like a fully done character because it needs hair, it needs the ear, and
Right.
then the body structure too. Yeah. So it takes a little bit of processes to. refine it, make it look more like you. So basically, this is the base. Let me see if I could see the fully done crowds up.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
So I'm moving to a more realistic one. I'll have to build some
I love it.
browser. Give me a second.
Sure. Do you think you would ever, or let me ask you this, do you think you would ever have like a membership or a course or even teaching young people, um, maybe as an after school option? Any thoughts regarding group
Yeah, I think,
projects?
yeah, I'm actually open to that. I'm actually open to that. So if the, there are people who want to learn, I'm actually willing to teach them how to animate. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure, you could even tap into teaching some of our more mature brothers and sisters on how to, not be afraid of AI, and these are the neat things you could do, right? Because like you said, it not only sparkles, put sparkles on someone's brand and makes your brand more appealing and helps your business to be more competitive in the marketplace. But it could probably even help with the simplest tutorials on how-tos, right? Instead of using a real person, are there different scenarios where an animation is ideal in order to use tutorials for certain things? What are in your area in Ghana, um, are there conferences or different events that are available that you would like to frequent if you don't already?
Yeah, so they're actually tech spaces which join and then collaborate with other people. Um, but it's more like so with animation is more people are individualistic when it comes to that. Like the collaboration is not it's not that much, you understand? It's not that much. But then there are a few people who do collaborations, work on a project and then deliver. But most people are, doing stuff on their own. Most people. Yeah. It's a bit of who you are connected to, because most of some jobs come with the people you know. So someone who knows you could give you a job. You're like, okay, do this for me. Some also is based on competency. Actually do the work. Yeah, you would actually get someone to give you the job to do. So, it's 50-50, but it's all good. Yeah.
Fascinating. This is such good information. I really, really appreciate you taking your time to show and explain. Um, so I know one of the questions that I previewed, just to get a little bit of inspiration and insight to others on the various intelligent minds around this world, like yours, that are doing great work and helping people, whether it's with music videos or branding your business, or the tutorials that are fantastic on your website. Where do you say, like, who do you say you are um, as the will of the Creator, the greater God that has created you? How would you describe where you are at this point as a creator created by the Creator?
That's a tough question. That's a tough question. For now, I think it's it's coming together because I actually haven't, um, fulfilled what I actually want to project. Why am I saying that? Works I do currently, I think it's just based on business because obviously I have to survive. So um, I create because okay, someone wants this for their business. You understand? But I think as humans, we should have like something that would actually fulfill you before you leave it. You understand? So it could be through music, it could be through if it's even accounting for money or something, anything. So mine actually is to create visuals, that would actually change the minds of people. You know, so like striking visuals that would actually change the minds of people. And I think I haven't, delved much into that because I have to survive. So whatever I create is strictly for someone's business. For my own purpose, I haven't really, had a firm ground to start that because there are people who do music, and when you listen to the music, it changes your perspective about certain things and stuff. So mine has to be through like visuals. But I should create a visual, someone watches it, and maybe it changes someone's perspective. So I think on a creator level, I'm on that chain. I haven't reached there yet. I think maybe eventually I'll reach there. Yeah. So I think I haven't fully done it, but I think it quite looks like me. So from there to here. So this is how realistic it could be if I feel like it really can.
Amazing.
Yeah. Then I have a different software. I put like the clothing, 3D clothing on the character, animates it in on there. So it's basically telling a story. You have your character, you have your environment, you have text, audio, soundtracks that adds to the emotions of whatever story you're telling. It's all about content creation. In so all of these, could tell the story of like your brand. It's not necessarily using a 3D character like this. It could just be text and then maybe the branding of the company could use like the logo or whatsoever. It's all about the story and then whatever message you want to convey to your audience. Understand? So that's how, you know, um, it works. And that's how I do my stuff with clients. So, get information about their brand, tell their story, project the company properly for them to, get sales. So basically that's what.
Fantastic. I know, like I mentioned before we began recording, I saw you presenting a demonstration of a car and you were adding motion to a car. So yeah, anyone can animate anything, right? An evolving sneaker or a car or people and like you said, getting into the 3D imaging. So many options with AI now.
Yeah. So when it comes to 3D animation or like content creation, it's just like you putting yourself in the shoes of like God. You understand? Like you imagine it first. If it has to be like an idea, and then you give birth to whatever idea was in your mind, whether it takes 9 months or 2 weeks or 3 days. this is an idea, so you have to, pass through a couple of processes. Just like a baby in a womb, it takes like some processes for it to come out. So you basically put yourself in the shoes of the God, and then you create.
And what do you see for the future of Bankrah Studios?
Um, so this current software, Unreal Engine, so MetaHuman and Unreal Engine work hand in hand. Unreal Engine can be used to create games, so like 3D games. So eventually, I would like to delve into 3D games, from the animation to 3D games. And then, like I said, it's like I'm doing a lot, but then all works hand in hand. For instance, if you want to delve into game development, you also need to understand how to code a little. So that's how I started with website development, back-end web development, to understand a little bit of codes. So in the future, I would eventually like to create like a 3D game, and also delve more into AI, because it's really getting crazy now. AI is virtually getting crazy, very crazy. Even music production, like almost everything. So I think in the future, I would like to learn more about AI, incorporate it in my workflow to make it faster and better, and then build an empire with that.
Yeah, and it sounds like you definitely know your strengths as a thought leader, and once you evolve as a thought leader, perhaps we'll see some um, animations of yours influencing others with your unique perspective. You have such good qualities about you, and I look forward to hearing more from your perspective as a thought leader as well, and see how you implement that with your work digitally.
And I would add to it that I think I would also want to collaborate with a lot of people, because to build like an ecosystem um, where creatives and connect with businesses. Because right now it's who reaches the market first. You understand? So with content creation, for instance, it could be whatever content you want to create, but it needs to sell a product. And most businesses, they need content, because you need to convince people to purchase your products. So like how I'm seeing the future is connecting with people. It could be black businesses, white businesses, whatever businesses, connecting with businesses, helping them to project whatever projects or products they want to sell through content creation. Could be 3D, through games, content creation is cool. So I think I'll just add that story.
Fascinating. I love to hear that vision. You've got great vision. Love it, love it. Anything else you want to share? Take your time.
Um, Let me see if I can just
Can
get
you,
3D building.
are you open to show the home page of your website if you have that up so that people can recognize your website once they try to navigate to it?
So this is my website currently. So this is the home page. And then, so this is actually me at the background. See, it's just laid out so that's but it's just me, the
Nice.
3D version of me. And then if you go to ingress, ingress actually means enter.
Okay.
So you enter my world. So
Ingress
once you enter
is
my
what
world,
language is Ingress? And what language?
ingress it's an English word. So the other name for enter It's Ingress. Ingress.
Okay, thank you.
So initially I wanted to use like enter, but I realized enter is like normal. It's normal word for everybody. So I had to look for other meaning for enter, and I found ingress. So it's like entering my world. This is like my world. So ingress, once you enter, you're not going to see the works that I've done. So these are brand marketing animations. So this actually I did them for Ubuntu Graphics, the digital marketing agency that I told you about. So these are 3D visuals for the brand. So all 3D visuals for the brand. And this is actually posted on my YouTube. And then this is for the musician that I talked about. Uh, there are also visuals. If you go onto my website, you could actually play them and then view some of them. So basically, and this is for a shoe brand in London. It's called Jishu Shigon. And I also did this. So this person actually also I reached out to him. So this is the shoe that he saw. So this person also actually reached out to him on Instagram. Same with this person too. She's a fashion designer. I actually forgot to mention him, but I just remembered. So she also is a fashion designer in London, but she's a Ghanaian living in London. So also then is 3D animation. So she's the one that actually manages her social media page at the moment. And then I do edit videos for. So this is for her to. So this is my first client, 12 XVI. Yeah. So this is what I did for her. And she actually committed. So you could see the 3D clothing around the character. Let's see. And that's her face actually. And this also for okay. Yeah, so this is I think this is the first ever work I did, and the top one and the second. Okay. And it goes on and on. This person to thinks he's from the USA, Zion. This is for a 3D music video. Yeah. So it goes on and on. And this is Top XVI's cousin that I did 3D before for his song. This is the actress. Um, so her stool is there. You know, yeah, more and more and more. These are 3D visualization of a museum to be built. So someone reached out to me. I have to do a 3D visualization how they're going to build the museum. So it goes on and on and on and on. So if you actually go to my website, you see my works and then Instagram.
Yes, I see your Instagram.
Yeah. So snippets of some of the works are there. And this one actually is, I did this one with AI, this particular one. So this is actually not real. This is not me, but I actually used AI to do it. That's how powerful AI is getting. So I'm actually glued to learning more in the AI space. So you go to my page, you see works that I've done. This is the one I use for my website.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, I like that water too. And what is
Yeah.
the byline? Right, it says bring to light ideas, bring to life
Yes.
ideas.
Yes. Yes. So whatever ideas I have, I need to bring it to life. Once I imagine it, I have to bring it to life.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So on my Instagram page, you see some of them are like my workplaces. When I was doing it, I had to film, the process of doing some of the characters and all that. So basically, that's my like Instagram page. You can find most of my works there quite a lot. Yeah. And then some testimonials from some of the clients. This is the software for creating the 3D clothing. So I think I did a recording. So this is how I create. It's just like real life sewing patterns together to create like 3D. Yeah. So it's actually a lot. It looks easy. This is before. Right now, I think AI would actually make it easier. Because back then, to even create this, like you need to create the patterns first and then sew it together, just like in real life, people, sew clothing. You actually join them, but then digitally, and then simulate it. So it actually takes time to do this. It actually takes time. And then I hope AI would actually make it very easy that we just click a button and then it's done.
Exactly.
Um,
Oh my gosh. I think it's already happening. My goodness. And wow. What about like, have you imagined doing mural work through animation? Does that make sense? Like creating art to be seen on canvas or a wall or a building, maybe inside of a home or outside on a building.
yeah, I think it's a good idea. Um, because I also do graphic design, so it could be illustrations uh for the mural, it could be illustrations. I could, do them just to give whoever would paint the mural on the walls um, an idea of how it's going to be. So I think I'm open to that, to designing um, concepts for murals. I think I'm open to that. So,
I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, like we said, your future is limitless, and you're just going to continue to evolve as, I love it. Just never stop, never stop. You do such good work.
thank you.
I am really, really excited to be able to share your gifts with the world. And I believe too, even the courses will fall into place at the right time with the right people, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
just a matter of time. I'm so very proud of you, Bright. Anything else you would like to share? I mentioned um, if there was like one absolute important message that you had the last opportunity to communicate, what would you want to let people know?
Creatives and artists should connect more to people and then um, collaborate and then do business together. Because once you reach out to people, uh, they get to know what you do. And if they don't even need your service, they can connect you to someone they know that would need your service. So it's very important connecting with people online or even at event spaces, it's good to reach out to people. Okay, hi, I'm this is what I do. You understand? If you really want to, um, project your brand, you need to speak to people, talk to people, connect with people, show them what you do. And most importantly, make sure your portfolio is solid. Whatever you say you can do, you can actually do. Because trust is very important in business. Because if you tell someone, okay, I'll do A, B, C, and then they give you the job and then you don't do it, I think that would not be helpful. So aside connecting with people, telling people what you do, make sure you actually do what you say. So that's what I'll say.
Excellent. I am so very grateful for this time you've given. Thank you so much for all that you've shared